Did you hear that? Yeah. Well, here I am, and here is it, or he, or my shit heap. Anyway, Mr. Mullet's on the pit. That can only mean one thing, and what that can mean is that I'm doing some work on it. So it's Summernats, as some of you may or may not know. I didn't do a video or anything on it, but I did, a couple of little shitty like the TikToks and reels and stuff. But Mr. Mullet has broken his flex plate, or bolts come loose. I don't know what the bloody hell happened, but it's just normal barra stuff. I two-stepped it all the way around Summernats in neutral, which I shouldn't have done, and me flex plate broke on the burnout pad. All the bolts come loose or something. I don't know. I'm about to find out when I get the box out of it. But yeah, I'm here. I've got the my new flex plate or flywheel. If you don't understand, it's also currently a microphone holder. But yeah, anyway, so I got this, and I've got some bolts. But they're the wrong bolts in it. The ones I'm using. The other ones are on the back of the cab of the tray. And I got this fancy Duvalaki. I don't know what you'd call it. Call it a wing wong for a goose's bridle, mate. Anyway, we're putting them on. That goes around the head of me bolts, and that stops them from coming loose. I spoke to the barra burnout guys, Summernats and a few of my other mates, like Rob from Coffs Performance, and he said that this is what he uses. This is exactly what he does with all his burnout cars, and they never had an issue. That being said, I know other people have had issues with the barra flywheels, and I really should be drilling it and putting the dowel kit in there and putting some dowels in the crank. But you've all seen how often I change my motors, and I like to be able to do it in a hurry. I don't have to be drilling holes in all my crankshafts every time I change a motor. So see how this goes, and then if this doesn't work, well then I'll get the dowel kit, I'll do something else. So that's the plan. Here we go. Let's get amongst it, mate. Ugh, look at all the cobwebs on this thing. Ugh. It's been in the corner of the shed for a while. Alright, here we go. First things first, I'm going to get the shale taft out, mate. Ah, you dog. No, it ain't going to work. I've got a long socket, you dickhead. I should have a short one on that. Oh my God, the car's rolling on the hoist. It's going to fall off. Nothing, mate. You see, if anyone's on me bloody Snapchat, you'd have seen the other day I had a car on the pit and the hoist arm was loose under it. Because obviously it wasn't on there that level, but it also, I pulled some bits and pieces out of it and it got lightweight, mate. And, yeah, and then all the weight went to the back because all the weight in the front was out of it. Yes. Just trying to do a skid even when she's off, mate. What? Well, that's on the floor. So next event, mate, is my bloody Brashnats for me. It's my next away event. Currently trying to get this thing going for the Good Friday burnout day at Rally and my local track, but that all depends on whether Chris and Brock can get it in on the dyno to try and tickle him up a bit and run on the dyno again, see what's going on with me bloody motor. Ah, God, look out. Smells like something's dead under here. Just my soul. Come here, you bloody mongrel bastard. Get out of there. Fun fact. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Fun fact, this car's held together with bloody self-tappers. Believe it or not. What are you going to do? Oh, I've got to do the torque converter bolt in this, I forgot. Ah, shit. Ah, we all know I don't like doing them if you're a regular viewer. Brashnats. It's gonna be sick. Ah, how could I forget? Ah, these crank bolts are 22mm, not a 24, mate. Here, just hold that real quick, I'll be back. Ah, my toe, shit! Ah! Oh, I kicked my toe the other day and it really hurt on the wall and it bled everywhere and it's carrying on. And now, of course, it keeps hitting the steel toes in my shoes. Oh, hate doing torque converter bolts. I don't know why. I just do. It's just one of them things. I don't know. I just hate it for no reason. No reason at all. There's no, like, it's just another part of the job. It's just something that just shits me to tears. Makes me angry. Oh God, yeah, right. I'm so excited to see what this flex plate looks like. You don't even know. I don't know if the bolts are loose or the flex plate's just broken. I highly anticipate. My hypothesis is that it's definitely loose bolts. I just really hope that it hasn't buggered the end of my crankshaft, because then there's going to be another rebuild, isn't there? Let's do burnouts. It'll be sick, mate. How's that? I went to Summernats. Everyone's like, "Oh, do a skid, Simon. Mr. Mullet, do a skid." So, Mr. Mullet's not, like, the payday doesn't start till like 4,500 revs. And if I were to drive along in Mr. Mullet and try and do a skid, all the, the V8s and stuff, they go, "Root!" Not a problem. "Root!" Do a skid. Mr. Mullet, you know what he does? That's what it does. Old taxi. It's shit. Yeah, well, I usually try to go to Summernats every year. I only missed 1 year since I started going. And I reckon I'm going to miss out this year because the entry thing they're doing. You know how the entries are all buggered up? I don't think I'm going to be able to enter. Hopefully, there's always someone that gets it prematurely, gets a entry and then doesn't use it. So I might have to see if I can buy someone else's entry or something. I'd hate to miss out this year, but these stupid bloody entry things that they're doing, like just bulk entries on certain days and things, sort of shits me. I don't know what's been wrong with it in other years. Like, you can just enter all years, just open all the time. It's not the big mad rush and shit. I don't know what's happening. Clunk. Wish I had my torch. Oh, good. That's much better. Always undo the top bolt on a barrel starter motor first, because they're the hard one to get to. And if you undo it first, you can just unwind it with your fingers and just get the bottom one real easy. Whereas if you undo the bottom one first, the top bolt is like really hard, like you got to fight it with the ratchet. So now I can just put my hand up there and undo it, because I left the bottom one tight. Tech tip, mate. What size are you going to be? You're going to be a surprise size. No, you're a 17. I'll call anything that's not like a normal size a surprise size, because you know how they can be, these manufacturers. All right, can't you get Mr. Gearbox? Can't you come, Mr. Gearbox? No, you can't. Thought I could take it out, but I can't, because I got this bolt here to my earth. All right, Mr. Gearbox, out you get. This one should be used to coming in and out, or like off the back of the motor anyway, because of how often I change me motors. There we go. Remind me, I'm going to have to jack the front of the motor up and get that angle down when I put it back in. I should have it back in about half an hour. Right, moment of truth, look at this. I'll show you what happened to my gearbox. Oh, well, my flywheel. I'm going to have to zoom in. Hold on. All right, here we go. Problem. That's what happened to Summernats. As I was rattling around and carrying on. I'm going to go ahead and assume it was just because these have come loose, obviously. But I have new bolts, a new flex plate, everything. How good is that? That's the best news I've had in a while. It's just the flex plate. It didn't bugger me crankshaft or anything. So we'll pull all these out and get it ready for the new bits and pieces, mate. And make sure it's going to actually fit too. Make sure it's going to work. But yeah, we're good. Bloody oath, we'll have this thing running in no time, mate. Oh, God, I'm overstimulated. Look at that, mate. My crankshaft is good. It's a bit rough where it's been rubbing, but I'll be able to clean that up and we can go again. This is what I'm talking about, mate, all the elongations. See in the hole, so I was in there rattling, and that was the issue. But good thing, Zach at Bigguy Performance sent me all my bits. I'll throw that in the bin, or something, and we can get the new one on. Here we go. That was awesome news. I'm glad. I was a bit worried that it was buggered me shank shaft or my crankshaft and whatnot, but we're good, boys. We're on. We can do more bloody skids. I did think it'd be fine, but there's always that chance in the back of my head that the motor was coming out for a rebuild again, new crankshaft. So yeah, we good. We am's good. Yeah, watch, I pulled this off and I'll bloody forget to put it back on now, and I'll pull the gearbox out again. Watch now, I get all these comments now. Well, you can't clean the crankshaft like that. It has to be pulled out and put in the machine and milled and whatever. Watch this, mate. Only got to spin. And that's his job. Is to spin. Nothing else. So while I've got both of these out, I'll show you why I'm putting this bigger one on. Obviously, this one's turned to shit, but the standard Ford one's only thick, probably like 3 or 4 mil thick, whereas this new one's like 8.5, nearly 10 mil thick. Ready to go. It's a bit heavier, heavy duty, mate. It's actually on the back here somewhere. It's got the drag racing bloody approved bloody thing on it. So yeah, in it goes, mate. It's gonna go in there. It's gonna be sick. All right. That's a horrible angle. Anyway, that's where you're gonna be, mate. So where's me stuff? Hey, still going, sir. Ah, God, Jesus Christ. Oh, that scared me a little bit. Alright, so I know why Mr.Mullet's flywheel let go. I just realised when I took the old bolts out of the old flywheel a minute ago, they didn't have Loctite on. Where are they? There's one here. I have buggered up. I remember the night that I put them in. Where are we? You see there's no Loctite. I remember the night I put them in, and I was in a big fat hurry to get it in, and Summernats was around the corner and everything. I had to get it tuned and whatnot. So I buggered up. That's all there is to it. Oh well. I haven't forgotten this time. Don't you worry about that. Oh, it's not on, you dickhead. One last thing before it goes on is my retainer clippy thing that goes over it. See if these are a headache or not. Happy. Oh. Now I'm going to put the gearbox back in, but you're not going to watch because I just want to get out of here. It's taking me too long. So I'm just going to send it and then probably do a skid. There you go, mate. Mr.Mullet's bloody flywheel's fixed. I'm going to do the first start now since fixing it, and whatever, and I'll back it out and do a little skid. I shouldn't, but I will. Anyway, I'm going to check the oil and water first. Look at all the cobwebs, mate. I'm sitting around since Summernats. So I suppose we'll go blow them off now. God, I don't know if you guys heard that little psst that went on there, and I did that little sass up. It was frightened the shit out of me. I thought I blew it up or something again, but it was just that tyre letting go. But that'll do. There's enough of a little sass up for now until it goes on the dyno. I get the injectors and stuff done, so get them all tidied up and whatnot and checked. Then I'll have to talk to Chris about putting on the dyno, and then yeah. Anyways, that's bloody it, mate. I fixed me flywheel issue. Now it's just regular maintenance. Next thing I'll be doing is pulling the injectors out, as I just said. Pulling the plenum off, get the injectors out, send them into Brock and get the injectors all tested on his machine in there. Because it's been sitting for so long, there's methanol and all that carry on. And then I've got to find out why it's over boosting still. I've got to make sure that wastegate works. If not, check the other one and get it honed out or reamed or something, I don't know. Keep seizing up in the valve guide in there. So we'll fix that, and then dyno, and then skids eventually. I don't know. Hopefully this Friday. I haven't talked to anyone else about going this Friday, but if not, I'll just be at Summernats, I suppose. Do my next event, have a bit of a break, and make sure the car's right before I go this time. Anyway, thank you for watching again. Another shitty video, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.